I don't want to be here.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of the employees today that you're around. It might be you. It might be you. Because as I record this, March Madness has officially begun. The tournament starts today, and everybody's going to be locked onto their phones, devices, or they're going to sneak out to the local bar and then say, I'm just going to have a lunch meeting with one of my clients. And then they're going to get liquored up and then not return back to the office. That's what the next few weeks are with March Madness. And I got to be honest, I'm not a huge college basketball fan, but it's kind of fun to get soaked up into this. We were talking about it the other day where everybody's filling out a bracket, which we should have joked. If you guys have an idea, we can make a bracket, and it doesn't have to be huge, and we could have fun, and we'll do like a bracket where we vote on something. One year I did it with my buddy Johnny, where we did best cereals, breakfast cereals, right? I don't remember what one. It was probably something like Lucky Charms. Okay. It's not St. Patrick's Day. Don't need to be talking about Lucky Charms. Oh, this isn't Lucky Charms. I'm Conor McGregor. No. Anyway. So we could do something like that. Let me know. Hit me up, comment wherever you're consuming this, or you can send me a message at DeHuff Podcast on social media. Have some fun with that, and then I'll come up with the bracket, or we can, whatever. We'll figure it out, okay? I just think it would be fun. Best 80s movie? Ooh, that'd be fun. Best 80s, 90s action movie, something like that. We'll come up with some shit, okay? We will, because why not? Hey, by the way, we're broadcasting from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. As always, they do a great job. If you have some junk in your trunk and you want to get rid of it, wait, if you want to put junk in their trunk, how about that? You can contact them at stormsbrothersjunk.com. Guys, we have a very good show, a very good sports section coming up today. We're going to be talking about the Broncos making a splash in free agency. Finally, the Denver Nuggets. What the fuck is going on with the Denver Nuggets? They are just bouncing back and forth. They're like a fucking ping pong ball. I don't know what you're going to get every time you tune into a game. It's bizarre. The Avalanche are at least looking good. WNBA, I guess they're happy about what they just got. And so much more coming your way. Can't wait to do it. Guys, I just told you about Storms Bros Junk Removal. Also, don't forget today's headlines are brought to you by Roof Goat USA. I'll tell you more about them in just a little bit. But right now, let's go ahead and do this. Let's jump into sports.
He's walked the hallowed grounds of Folsom Field, Coors Field, and Mile High Stadium.
He runs with the 50. He runs with the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
It's time for sports with DeHuff.
Sports section is presented to you by Roof Goat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Like I said earlier, the Denver Broncos finally made a free agency move that was outside of their current roster. And I was actually going to talk about the Broncos and free agency anyway today. But now the fact that they just signed or they traded for Dolphins wide receiver Jaylen. I said it again. What the hell? Are you on crack today, Scotty? I think you are. Don't be doing the booger sugar. Is crack? We don't need to get in. I think you said crack. Crack's the stuff you smoke. Cocaine's the stuff you sniff. Thank you, TV and movie show. TV. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. Anyway, they signed Jaylen Waddle. And here's a little bit more info on it. Denver receives Waddle, and the Dolphins receive a fourth-round pick. It's the 11th in the round in this year's draft. Miami also receives Broncos first-round pick, 30th overall, along with their late third and fourth round picks, 30th in each round in this year's draft. Did I say that right? Denver receives, Denver gets Waddle and a fourth round pick, and Miami gets a first round pick, 30th overall, and their third and fourth round picks. I don't know. I guess you could look at it a couple ways. Ultimately, do you think this is a too pricey of a move for the Denver Broncos to get Jaylen Waddle. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of podcasts out there, that are going to say yes.
Gosh, your own little internet shows are driving me crazy.
I know, Sean. I know. I'm going to lean on this is a great move. Totally worth it. Some of you might say it's not. Time's ultimately going to tell. But the good thing is, as a Denver Broncos fan, you can look at it. Now you have a complimentary piece to Cortland Sutton. That's very good news. That's just another weapon for Bo Nix to play with. And ifs and nuts and candies and butts or whatever the saying is, if J.K. Dobbins stays healthy for the entire season, there is no reason why this Denver Broncos team cannot win the AFC West again. Okay? I'm not going to say they're going to win the AFC and be the number one seed and all that stuff. But let's start small. They should, if Dobbins is a huge piece. And the fact that they didn't upgrade or get somebody with a little bit more durability, it's a little concerning to Broncos country, as it should be. But I'm putting faith in J.K. Dobbins and that he's going to stay healthy, knock on wood, for the season, and the Broncos are going to dominate. I like it. Chris Thomason of the Denver Gazette spoke with Rod Smith, Denver Broncos receiving legend, should be in the Hall of freaking Fame. Anyway, this is what Rod Smith said in regards to the Waddle move. They're going to have to pick their games up. There's only so many spots you can put guys on the field. All those guys have earned the right for more action. Having 3 receivers on the field is one part of the game plan. It's going to change up how the Broncos offense functions in a good way. Now, I put a Twitter poll out there. Said, did the Denver Broncos take a giant leap forward offensively with the Waddle addition? Simple yes, simple no. 97% said yes. 3% said no. That's fascinating, Scotty. So basically, 3% of the people who voted are morons. Well, I guess we know now. Okay, Connery. Do you like how I called those people stupid, Scotty? Yes, I do. I do. So I like the move. But ultimately, like I said, time will tell. Time will tell. The NFL is laying the groundwork to hire replacement officials for the 2026 season if it is unable to reach a new collective bargaining agreement with the NFL Referees Association. That's according to ESPN's Kevin Seifert. That's going to be very interesting, but very intriguing. Maybe we put our hats in to be replacement refs. Wink, wink, wink. I want to only work Bronco games. They're like, wow, the penalties against the other team through the roof. Broncos, 0 penalties. Yep. Hey, that's just the way the ball bounced. I don't like the idea of replacement refs, but that being said, all joking aside, it's not going to be scrubs like me that are going to go in there. It's going to be people that are educated on the game that are going to go in there as scabs. If you've ever worked for a union, that just means somebody that crosses the picket line and works as a replacement employee. My first job, I went on strike at Safeway back in 1996. Look it up. And we went on strike like a month after I started working. It sucked. But the thing is, it's not going to be a fun time if they don't get this shit done. If they don't get this CBA worked out with the NFL refs, it's going to be a shit season until then. You think the NFL refs are bad now? Wait till you have a bunch of people that are like, I don't know. I just started reading the rules yesterday, right? It's going to blow. So be ready for that, guys. It's not going to be fun. Not going to be fun. I wouldn't want to be an NFL ref. I'm going to be the guy, if I'm an NFL ref, I'm running down the field thinking I'm doing a great job, and I'm going to run into somebody, right? You saw that, it wasn't it was an NBA ref. I posted this on my Facebook page and my YouTube account. Check it out at DeHuff Podcast. Very interesting what the comments lean on. This female ref, she's following the ball in the possession transitions. They're on, let's say, they're on the right side of the screen. Okay? Rebound by the defense, and now the ball is transitioning the other way to the left side of the screen. Well, for some stupid fucking reason, there's a cameraman on the court filming a fan. She's transitioning, looking at what's going on with the play, thinking that she has a clear pathway because all the players are accounted for. There shouldn't be anything obstructing her pathway. And she just goes head first, face first into the camera. Not the cameraman, the fucking camera. More than half of you dickheads on social media are like, well, that's her fault. Okay? She's playing a man's game. How about that? Well, first of all, she's not playing. She's reffing, and that has nothing to fucking do with it. Oh, she has a vagina. Shouldn't be on the basketball court. Amen, brother. Come on, guys. You fucking morons. The camera guy is clearly in fault, okay? He should not be on the court. But that would be me. That would be me if I was reffing. I'd be the person that ran into a court or into a camera guy or a cheerleader on accident. Right? That would be me. But going back to that lady, it's just like, that's not her fucking fault. People are like, she should have been paying attention where she's going. Okay? She's not on a fucking road, and she ran into a stop sign. She's on the court. There's not supposed to be anything in front of her. Some stupid camera guy. This goes back to my pet peeve with basketball. Fans are too close. Get rid of the sideline on the court seats. I know. I'm pissing off all the rich fucks out there. Well, guess what? You don't need to be there. Do I sound old? Do I sound like an old curmudgeon? I said, get off the goddamn court, okay? You're going to hurt somebody. Look at here. Exhibit A. She had, a perfect, unobstructed path if the goddamn camera guy ain't on the fucking court. Where's my goddamn Metamucil? I need to take a dump. Right? Come on, guys. You don't need to be on the court. I've been on the court. It's the difference between the hardwood seats versus the first row actual arena seats. There's no fucking difference. That should be reserved for players and staff. That's it. And dickhead camera guys should not be that close to the court. My God. Oh my God. I'm getting all hot and bothered. Son of a bitch. Son of a biscuit. Anyway. Hey, guys, real quick, when it comes to roof repairs, you're going to want to go with the best. If they were camera guys, they wouldn't be on the court. They wouldn't, because they're the GOAT. Roof Goat USA. They've been in business for over 24 years now. They understand the headache that comes with fixing a roof. Whether you're in Michigan or here in Colorado, they are the ones that you need to give a call. Whether it's replacement, repair, insurance claims, Roof Goat USA's experienced professionals, they're committed to delivering reliable and durable solutions. And here's what's cool. I say this all the time, and it's so neat to me. Whether you're getting a commercial building done, a residential, maybe you're getting a metal roof, maybe you're just getting shingles, it doesn't matter. Roof Goat USA guarantees their work. They have a 30-year coverage from install date that covers all materials and labor for 30 years from date of install. That's the Roof Goat USA way. So go ahead. For all your roofing needs, contact the GOAT. RoofGoatUSA.com. Again, RoofGoatUSA.com. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. Another Twitter poll I did was, what's the best way to describe the Denver Nuggets season? Before I get to the results, last night the Denver Nuggets lost to the Memphis Grizzlies, a crap team, okay? They lost 125 to 118. Now, the bizarre thing is, the night before, the Nuggets beat the 76ers, a good team, not a great team, but a good team, 124 to 96. So now let's go back to the Twitter poll question. What's the best way to describe the Denver Nuggets this season? I put hot and cold, yo-yo, boom or bust, Jekyll and Hyde. Let's start from the top. Hot and cold, 11.5%. Yo-yo, 19.2%. Boom or bust, 17.7%. And Jekyll and Hyde, which I kind of like that one, 61.5%. What the hell is going on with the Denver Nuggets? They are an embarrassment right now. I said this not too long ago, and I kind of got some heat for it. I don't believe in the Denver Nuggets. I don't know what product's going to be on the field. Are on the court? Are they just a product of the environment where they play down to their opponent? Is that what it is? Oh, these guys are good. I better play better. So then it doesn't make sense. They should be, you look at that where they beat the 76ers by a shit ton, and then they lose to the Grizzlies. It should be flip-flopped. They should have beat the shit out of the Grizzlies, and in theory, if you're going to look at it, lose to the 76ers. That would have made more sense. Instead, now we're living in bizarro world with the Denver Nuggets. BB Links responded on Twitter with, "Where's our coach sucks option?" You know, I only had 4 spaces, so it did not make it. It did not make the cut. Speaking of the coach, here's David Adelman after the game.
What did you feel like you guys were missing tonight?
Energy, focus, really, really bad loss for us. And I give them credit. They played super fast. They played how they play. There's no excuses with this. I knew we'd be somewhat tired and lethargic, but it's a long game. There's a lot of time to get yourself involved in the game. And I thought we just waited too long. So it was a poor loss for us.
Yeah. Poor. You guys weren't ready. That shouldn't ever be an excuse as a professional athlete. Well, we weren't ready. God, you know what? We were tired. We played the night before. Well, other teams do that too. What other excuses? You guys are just full of them. And fuck, man, I said this not too long ago, and BB Links kind of alluded to it. Would the Denver Nuggets be playing like this if Michael Malone was still their head coach? I don't think they'd be this hot and cold. They wouldn't be this Jekyll and Hyde. Okay? They wouldn't be. They'd be playing tougher. Something just fell off my desk. Oh my God, guys, it's a ghost. No. The Denver Nuggets. Listen, get your shit straight. You're beating the teams. Listen, the Nuggets should be beating almost all these teams. Now, here's what's funny is they're barely losing to the Thunder. The Thunder, I would have to say, are the best team in the league. Okay? They should have beat the Lakers, but they didn't. There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda with the Denver Nuggets. At the end of the day, their shit is just not working. I don't know what the hell kind of product is going to be on the court next time the Nuggets play. Don't fucking have a clue. They're an enigma. Nobody knows what the hell's going on with the Denver Nuggets. They don't even know. David Adelman. I don't know if he's the guy you need to be pointing at. I'm not, and neither are you, in the locker room. You're not getting your ear bent by the players saying, Jesus Christ, this is what's happening. Whatever the fuck is going on with the Denver Nuggets, they need to fix it. Quick. Playoffs are coming. And are you guys going to be one and done? Well, the way you're playing now, you're going to be one and done. Come on, Nuggets. Pull your head out of your ass. Get your shit straight. Play hard every fucking night. No more goddamn excuses. Well, we're tired. We did a back-to-back. Come on. And the only excuse I will allow for this season, I'll allow it, is injuries. I get it. They got bit severely by the injury bug. But guys are essentially back. Aaron Gordon, not officially 100% back. But the thing is that's it. And you can only lean on that so much because a lot of these other guys are emerging as fantastic players for this squad. The thing is, you're lacking consistency, Nuggets. Fuck, man. It's really embarrassing. So, I don't know who needs to lead it, but they need a come to Jesus meeting with the Denver Nuggets. That's what needs to happen. You go full throttle from here on out. That's what needs to happen. No more letting off the gas. You guys tightened up your defense. You did that. But then all of a sudden you start letting off the gas. Come on, man. You let the Grizzlies score 125 points on you. What the shit, man? Be better. Sorry. It's annoying, right? You see that they have amazing talent. It's just they're not doing anything with it. Just sitting there with their junk in their hands. Come on. Play the goddamn game. The WNBA, they made some noise yesterday. They announced that they have a new salary cap starting at $7 million. That's up from $1.5 million. Average revenue share of nearly 20% across. Supermax starting at $1.4 million. Average salary range of $600,000, minimum $300,000. It used to be $66,000. So that's good. But here's the thing. That's not NBA money. Do you want to know why, ladies? Because you're not drawing in as much revenue. You're not raking that in as much as you think you are. They should be happy with this. This is a very good increase. But you're not NBA numbers yet. And until you have a better product, the product's getting better, yes. But until you get a better product on the court, people aren't going to be watching it. And until you get people, your employees not wearing shirts that say we deserve NBA money or whatever, stop doing that. That's a bad fucking look. I had a former manager. I was joking, and I said something about how I got paid jack shit at the radio station. He's like, "Hey, don't do that. It's in bad taste to complain about money." And he's right. It is. So the thing is, I get it. Squeaky wheel gets the oil or grease. But I don't want to hear more complaining about it and you guys, going to, Vistaprint and getting your fucking shirts made that says, we deserve NBA money. No, hardly anybody's tuning in anymore. You have Caitlin Clark and you have Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark knows how to make a basket. Angel Reese knows how to rebound her misses. Okay? Angel Reese is terrible at basketball. That's not a race thing, so don't fucking try to shove that in my face. She is terrible. She is fucking horrendous. I'm actually borderline confident that I could score a bucket on her. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm never going to have the opportunity, so I can flap my gums all I want. It's not like She's gonna be like, "Oh, you motherfucker! Come on, let's go to the court." We're like, "Oh shit, gotta put my money where my mouth is." Next thing you know, I scored 20. Here's the thing: they need a better product still. It needs to continue to elevate. What does that mean? That means young ladies out there, you need to continue to push yourself. You need coaches that are going to elevate your game. That needs to happen. That needs to continue to happen. Next thing you know, yes, the product on the court is going to elevate. But it has to start at the ground level. Work on those fundamentals. And you know what? You can be a pro now, ladies. You can be. That's really freaking cool. But the product has to get better. Better scoring. I'm not saying dunks. I don't give a shit about dunks. I'm saying when I see Angel Reese, driving down the court and she misses a fucking easy ass layup multiple times, like that shit has to stop. That's a bad look. That's bad advertising. That's not helping the situation. I'm glad that they are getting paid more and they're getting revenue share. That's good. Keep it up. You got a long way to go. Long way to go. Hey, real quick, put your junk in our trunk. Storms Bros Junk Removal. You know what? If your home, garage, maybe your yard or office is looking like a disaster zone, that's okay. We've all been there. Trust me. You need to contact Storms Bros Junk Removal right now. They can help clean up the mess. It happens, especially right now. Spring cleaning. Got nice weather here in Colorado. So you're like, oh, geez, better open up the house, start cleaning things up, start purging stuff. Next thing you know, you got a big pile of stuff you need to get rid of. And it might be couches, futons, mattresses, box springs, appliances, electronics, wood. Maybe you got a bunch of wood. Hey, Scotty, I got a bunch of wood. Connery, not the time. Not the time. Oh, sorry. I wasn't fully listening. Yeah, clearly. Anyway, maybe you got construction materials. You're doing a project. You got a bunch of demo materials you need to get rid of. No worries. No worries. They can handle it all. What you need to do to see everything that they can handle is go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now. You can get a free quote. Again, that's stormsbrothersjunk.com, or you can just give them a call, 303-736-9404. Again, 303-736-9404, and get that free quote. It's Storms Bros Junk Removal. Put your junk in our trunk. I am so sorry, Scotty. I stepped all over your commercial. I know, but you don't need to talk about every time somebody says, hey, maybe you got a bunch of wood, and then you're like, I've got wood. No, you don't need to do that, Connery. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Hey, before we get into the mailbag, I wanted to play this by Jared Bednar, head coach of the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche last night lost in a shootout to the Dallas Stars 2-1.
I mean, I watch our team play like that, and I have very little issues with the way we played. And I've said it all along. I'm not going to judge our team on results only. I think that's a losing battle. I think you play like that, and good things will happen. It was overall one of our best efforts that we've had in a long time, and against a team that's right there, right? So I liked their game a lot.
The Dallas Stars are the Colorado Avalanche's Achilles heel.
Achilles!
That is a fact, okay? They're the team to beat for the Avs. And the thing is, like Bednar says, they were right there. Right there. And that's encouraging. I'm going through and cutting up some game highlights for Mile High Sports this morning from the Avs game. And I'm like, dang, man, there's some just great goaltending on both sides. And it really just went literally right down to the wire. So Bednar's right. It's hard to look at that game and go, geez, guys, we fell flat. It's not like the Nuggets. The the Colorado Avalanche, they're very encouraging. They just got to figure out how to deal with the Stars. The Stars, they're a problem. I would say the two best teams in the league, and I don't follow it as closely as maybe you do, but that's Avs and Stars. Pretty cool feeling to be a Colorado Avalanche fan and being here in Colorado. But if that's going to be their speed bump. That's going to be the brick wall that they need how to figure out how to get around it. But hey, even in a loss, you can look at that game and go, that was just a good freaking game. And I know it was 2-1, Scott. I don't know, man. You start watching hockey, it doesn't matter the score. There's it's just fun to watch, especially when the goaltender's on fire. I love that shit. Speaking of loving shit, let's go ahead and jump in the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
Well, this comes in from Mike. He says, after reading this headline, I think it's safe to assume that Dick Monfort is on something. Okay. This is the headline. At age 71, Rockies owner Dick Monfort insists chances of team winning World Series in his lifetime are excellent. That's according to the Colorado Springs Gazette. Oh my goodness, honey. Scotty, Dickie is doing drugs. I know it. He needs help. What kind of things are going on in his brain? That's not going to happen, Dickie. It's okay, Mama. He's just being optimistic. Or he's been huffing paint. I don't know. Listen, all joking aside, no, I don't think he's on drugs. But here's the thing. Yeah, what do you expect him to say? He's an owner. What do you expect? I think he's talking out of his ass because he knows for a fact that that's some shit. But if you want to be optimistic, as you should with your own company, yeah, why not? I would rather him say this than say, listen, we're just going to go out there, sell some tickets and some beer. We'll be good. Okay? Because that's what we all think of when it comes to the Monforts. I'm fine with him saying that. I've picked the Rockies to be tickling the playoffs this year. Okay? So, yeah, I'm fine with it. That being said, you guys go back to when the Rockies did make the World Series. What was that? 2007? Was that when it was? That was a magical time. They get in on that play-in game that Matt Holliday didn't actually touch the plate, but whatever. It doesn't matter. They get in and just have a special run through the playoffs. And then they got swept by the Red Sox, partly because I think it was one of those things they had swept everybody else and they had so much time to wait. Not a huge excuse. They should have been ready. But the thing is, whatever, they made it to the World Series. But he's saying win a World Series. It's possible. Shit, anything's possible in sports. We've seen it. And a great example is, in fact, the Colorado Rockies. They did it. They went on a special run. A memorable run. I just wish they would have pulled out at least one game against the Sox, but whatever. But all joking aside, what do you expect? If you're a player for a team and they don't say something like that, the owner doesn't say something like, I imagine we're going to win a championship in my lifetime. If they're like, nah, that's not going to happen. You're like, fuck, why am I playing for this franchise? So I'm fine with it. Thank you, Mike, for sending that in. I do want to read these because I thought they were funny. We didn't officially settle on a name. I'm hoping this weekend. I think we have to by this weekend come up with a nickname for our little league team. I had announced my ideas to the team, and it just went in one ear out the other. And people are looking at me like, why are words coming out of his mouth that I don't like? Because I said the name for our little league baseball team. I said the Mighty Bighorns or the Iron Bison. And then I said, kind of the fun one was Angry Pickles. That's kind of like a minor league one. Nobody liked it. Not at all. So, hopefully we'll figure something out. But this is what was written on my Facebook page by some of you. Rob said, banging mothers. Connery would say it perfectly. Okay, Connery, can you say this one? Sure, Scotty. Now, at bat, it's Scotty DeHuff's son for the banging mothers. I don't like that at all. No. He's just a child. Stop it. Ronnie wrote, Smalley McKillen me Smalls. Ooh. It's a lot. It's a mouthful. That's what she said. You know what that means, Scotty? Yes, I do, Connery. Tom wrote, Ramblin' Rock Stars. Okay, that's interesting. Jeremy wrote, I think, because I wrote for the poll, he said, I think Other is the best baseball team name I've ever heard. Let's see. Strawberry Thunder wrote, Prime Time Players. I like it. Paul wrote, Girthy Black Snakes. Scotty, that one's hilarious. I like that one. Put a star next to that one. I'm not putting a star next to Girthy Black Snakes. Why, are you fucking racist, you bastard? No. Oh, it sure sounds like it. What if it said Girthy White Snakes? Would you be fine with that? No, because it reminds me of the band. Greg wrote, all balls. Starting pitcher, big balls. Catcher, bigger balls. Outfielders, left ball, right ball, and center ball. Thanks, Greg. Greg also wrote, baseball McBalls. I like the way Greg thinks, man. He's all balls. I know it. Hey, Greg, you all balls. I like it. Those are good stuff. I'll let you know on Monday. We better have something. Because we're under the umbrella of the Wolfpack. And Coach Carl's like, guys, I'd like to, come up with a different name. We're still ultimately part of the Wolfpack. Like, we're a pack. We'll always be together. But maybe we have a sub name, whatever it would be. I don't know how you would say that, but Coach Brandon's like, maybe think of minor league baseball teams. I was like, guys, there's teams called the Shrimp and Bananas, right? There's a whole bunch. One of my favorite ones, I don't know if it was minor league baseball, if it was minor league hockey, it was the Mud Bugs. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cool fucking name. We don't have Mud Bugs here. I think that's more of a Southern thing. But I don't know. I hope they come up with some good stuff. I'll have to send out a note reminding everybody and reminding the parents, hey, come up with a good name, and it better not suck. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Hey, big thanks to Storm Bros Junk Removal for sponsoring the studios. DeHuff Studios, of course, brought to you by Storm Bros Junk Removal. Go ahead and check them out at stormsbrothersjunk.com. And big thanks to Roof Goat USA, always doing a great job. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Guys, have an amazing day. Let's keep moving forward, okay? Let's try to be positive. When you watch the Nuggets game, project positivity through the TV screen, or if you're in front of them at the arena, project positivity. Hey, who knows? Might fucking work. Maybe yell, don't suck. Don't suck, Nuggets. Please. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Listen, we're just throwing shit at the wall. See if we can help them. I don't know. They need all the help they can get. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.